It's freezing out here right now. Duluth, Minnesota. Aerial lift bridge right in front of you. We are going to be watching the largest ship on the Great Lakes, the Polar Tregurtha. She's coming through right now. You see Bentleyville in the background. Current temperature is 21 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind chill, the last I checked, was 5 degrees. 28 mile per hour wind gusts. So hopefully my audio is okay. You can see the blowing snow right there. See the PRT. See the smoke billowing out. As she comes, you got Bentleyville. Give you a quick look around. Very windy out here, very cold. I got some pretty serious winter clothes on right now to make sure that I don't feel the effects. I have a mask on. Pretty clear out here right now. It's really us out here right now. It's very cold. You really have to be dressed for the condition. So here's the star of the show, the PRT on this live stream. You look at the bridge too here. Now let's hope the captain gives us a horn exchange on the way out. We wish them a safe voyage. Very cold. Hey, Mr. Babati, how are you? I love it too, but boy, I'll tell you, you got to be dressed to be here right now. Look at that smoke coming out of there. Very impressive. They got a cold journey. I'll be quiet. Let's listen to the motor and hopefully a horn exchange. Hey, Pam. How awesome is that? We got the horn exchange that we were looking for. I'm telling you, friends, it is very cold out here right now. Like I said before, 21 degrees Fahrenheit, 5 degree with the wind chill factor in. Polar Tregurtha heading outbound to the lake. She was just at SMET dock, a full load of coal going out. I believe the destination is St. Clair. What an impressive vessel. Give you a shot of the bridge too. Let's take a look at the bridge and the pilot house. .28 mph gusts right now. I sound a little muffled because I have a mask on, trying to protect my face from the wind and the cold. Give you a good shot of the stern as she heads outbound. We'll do a little walk down towards the pier. Warm me up with that walk. I'll be careful on this ice here right in front of us. A 1,013 feet in length. Built in 1981, Paul R. Tregurtha, the Queen of the Great Lakes, Interlake Steamship Company. I've seen this ship so many times and it just never gets old. You can feel the power of that motor. And again, we're the only people out here right now. We're the only people crazy enough to be out here. Got the ice, really got to watch where you're walking. I'll give you a little shot of Bentleyville as the PRT departs. Again, we wish the captain and the crew a safe and happy voyage to St. Clair. So let's take a little look at Duluth, what's going on before my fingertips freeze. Pretty clear night. Let me zoom in on that flag so you have a good idea of the wind. It's going to get very interesting tomorrow, everybody. I'll be here live. Multiple ships possibly will be going through, but if they don't, I'm still going to come down here because they said around noon tomorrow, wind gusts will be sustained around 30 miles per hour. So we should get some pretty interesting shots of the lake. I'll show you Bentleyville over here. So I know that it's been pretty windy. Has my voice has it been pretty clear, or has the wind really been drowning me out? See, I got these boots on. It's all ice right there. Oh, great. Hey, Minnesota News Now. I'm sure you're going to be out possibly streaming if anybody's interested in news around the state of Minnesota. Definitely want to check out Minnesota News Now. Right here is Park Point. You see the blinking lights in the straight ahead. You have the green and the red. That's the Wisconsin Point entry. The land of the cold and snow right now, Duluth, Minnesota. Bentleyville, it officially starts tomorrow, but they've had the lights going here. Show you it right through the bridge there. There's actually a parade here in Duluth tonight. And it's going to be on the news. KBJR is going to be carrying it live, and I'm going to tell you, you really have to be dressed up, have hand warmers and some hot cocoa to be able to brave the elements tonight. I'm going to be doing a very interesting video. I always talk about these towers. Let me zoom in on the hill here in Duluth. These communication towers that, when you look at the backdrop of the city, I think we've seen these for years, blinking red at night. I did some research and I really found out what all of these are for. And I'm going to do a video about that. I think it's going to be very interesting. I did get in contact with the person that is going to be allowing me access to the site and giving us a little information as well. So it'll enrich our knowledge of the city of Duluth. But as far as ships, join me moving forward. I'll be doing a lot of live streams of the ships coming inbound, outbound, anything interesting that's maritime or related to Duluth, but mostly ships. So hang with me, especially this weekend. We're going to be seeing plenty of action. We'll have some fun. I doubled up on the stocking cap. I have 2 stocking caps on, huge jacket, snow pants, boots, and I got this mask. I'm going to tell you, those masks really make a difference. And the one that I have, it goes over your head completely, so it isn't just your face. Huge difference. I don't know if I'd be able to do it if I didn't have this on. That snow really does make it look beautiful. A little bit of ice, a little bit of snow. You know, if you're just walking around, I guess that's one thing. If you're driving, that's another. I know journalist Jason with Minnesota News Now, he has braved elements before. I've seen him storm chasing. I've seen him driving through the snow. So I guess you got to do what you got to do to get that shot, right? You do have some light snow coming down. I'll try to focus here so you can see it. Let me see if I can get it by that light. If you look closely there, you can see a little bit moving. The south shore of Lake Superior received about a foot or so of snow. I don't know if any of you saw Buffalo, New York. The last report I saw is they were going to be close to 3 to 5 inches of snow, which is absolutely unbelievable if you think about it. 3 to 5 feet. Give you one last look here. Let's do a nice little panoramic around. That wind is the issue. If it was just the 21 degrees, that's tolerable. That's right, Pam. Let me take a look at that. The PRT, let's take a look at the stern and just see how she's making out there. And let's get one last look at her. There she goes. You'd never believe it by looking right there how large that ship is going next to you. It's incredible. There's quite a few ships coming inbound and also that are in the Duluth Harbor right now. There's one that I'm waiting on. That should be going outbound tonight. I drank some coffee. Remember, it's a Friday night, so I'm going to try to tough this out. I know you're not supposed to drink coffee late at night, but then again, I know people that drink coffee late at night and they have no issues. I'm one of those people that I will have issues sleeping, but I'm doing it on purpose so I can come down here and do a live stream with that ship going out tonight. They're targeting around midnight to 12:30. I know that seems late, but guess what? It's a Friday night. I'm having fun. I got the right attire to wear out here. 99% sure that I'm going to be awake. Okay, I'll have to take a look at that face mask. Minnesota News now. I will take a look at that. The one I have right now is working pretty good. I'm on the South Pier right now. You have the North Pier that's on the other side. Here's that light that I've talked about before. I know that Chuck has mentioned this as well. You take a look at this light right here. See if I can line it up in the middle of the screen. That light right there is red on the bridge. Again, as it raises to its full height, it will turn green, indicating to the captain or the vessel coming through that it is at its full height. They usually raise the bridge at 1.25 miles out, so it gives the vessel some time to adjust if needed, and it has happened before where the bridge is opening and there's a mechanical failure and the ships will have to divert. Here's some more flags over here I'll show you. Another thing that's really interesting, see, I'm wearing gloves, so it's difficult for me to spread my fingers apart or to pinch with the screen here. So there's a book called Know Your Ships, SHIPS, the 2022 version, and this has every ship that sails on the Great Lakes. It's a great resource if you want to know more about each individual ship. So I just picked that up today, and it already gave me some information to share with you later. Well, I hope you're in a warmer place than me right now. We had some fun. We're the only people out here. So keep your eye out here later tonight. If you're going to be a night owl, hang in there with me. Typically what I like to do is I'll post that live stream notification, or at least that part where I can actually say I'm going to go live. It gives you about 10, 20, maybe 30 minutes of warning, and keep your eye out for that. Okay, Rose, let me tell you something about that. So Rose is wondering what happens if there's a medical emergency, there's a fire, etc. Well, on this side that we're looking at over here, this is the Duluth side with Canal Park. It's still Duluth over here, but this is Park Point. So on this side of the bridge, this is Park Point. And this used to be all landlocked. I mean, it used to be all connected, so it was a point, but then this canal was dredged. And so Park Point now is essentially an island. The only way to get to Park Point is to go over the bridge. And years ago, they had a dedicated fire station that had EMS and fire that was staged there, but because of the number of calls that actually would happen during a course of a year, I believe it was 14, 15 years ago, the city chose to eliminate having the medical responders and the fire department on Park Point, which obviously you can imagine upset a lot of the residents that are on that side. But it just was a scenario where you looked at the data. The data just said it doesn't make sense fiscally to do it. So that's what happens. And there's a term, Rose, it's called being bridged. So let's say that you're driving along and you're looking to cross the lift bridge, and all of a sudden you have a gate that goes down, and that means a ship is coming through. You're gonna have to sit there for 30, 40 minutes, maybe even an hour if a couple are coming through. And that's a term called being bridged. I want to walk further down over here, but the problem is when I've done it before, I think the bridge, it creates some interference with the connectivity with this network as I stream, so I'd rather just stay on this side. Again, you see all this ice down here. Got to be careful. Well, anyway, my fingertips are feeling it. Everybody have a warm, safe night. You'll see me in a little bit. I'd say around 12:30. Oh yeah, Madison, it is icy, and it's going to stay that way for quite a while. And you know the snow will be coming here in Duluth. You get the lake effect snow as well, so you could have a foot or two. Thanks for joining too, Pamela. Great seeing you. I gotta set you up as a mod on there. You're the mod on everybody's channel because of what you do. So I'm gonna throw you on there. I'm sure there's not gonna be too much that you gotta do to control the crowd here, but we're just gonna have fun together when we do this. It's fun being in Duluth. I'm just gonna walk along with you. Just pretend you're here with me. You can watch those harbor cams like I do all the time, but I'm just that person walking around giving you a different look. And I like being on the South Pier side. Most of the cameras are over on this side. You have the main harbor cam looking at the canal that's on the North Pier side. So I like being on the south side because I can show you the backdrop of the city. It's a different perspective. So anyway, thanks again for joining. We'll do this here in a few hours, and you'll see me here all the time. So subscribe to the live stream. Let's make it happen in the future, and we'll talk soon.